Fatiha. Selam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin seyyidil مدد يا رسول مدد يا سادات أصحاب الرسول مدد يا مشايخ الدستور مولانا شيخ عبد الله فاز حسن شيخ محمد قال مدد طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجميع بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولله الأسماء الحسنى فادعوه بها صدق الله العظيم. Allah Azze ve Celle'nin isimlerini zikreden diyor Peygamber, onu ezberleyen cennete girer.
Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, says that whoever recites and memorizes the name of Allah Almighty will enter paradise.
Mübarek isimler Allah Azze ve Celle'nin sıfatlarıdır.
These blessed names are the attributes of Allah, the mighty and majestic.
Bazıları yalnız kendisine mahsustur.
Some of these divine names are exclusive to Him, Allah Almighty alone.
Bazıları da insanlar da kullanabiliyor.
While others can also be used to describe human beings.
Bazı isimler ona mahsustur. Ondan başkası onu kullanamaz.
Certain names belong only to Him, Allah Almighty, and no one else can use them.
Onun için bu isimleri sayan diyor Peygamber cennete girer.
Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, says that whoever recites these names, these divine names of Allah Almighty, will enter paradise.
Ezberleyebilen ezberlesin, ezberleyemen muhakkak okuyabilir de.
Those who can memorize them should do so, and those who cannot memorize them can certainly just read them.
Yani onun için bir Allah'ın kullarına verdiği bir ihsandır.
This is a great blessing that Allah Almighty has bestowed upon His servants.
Allah Azze ve Celle'nin tabi isimleri hadsiz, sonsuzdur.
Of course, the names of Allah Almighty are boundless and infinite.
Her peygambere değişik isimler peygamber.
Different names were revealed to different prophets.
Selam'ın 99 isim verilsi de
To our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, 99 names were given.
İsmi azam en büyük isim.
And among them is the Ism al-Azam, the greatest name of all.
Onun sırdır o.
That name holds Allah Almighty's divine secret.
Onu yapan, o sırra nail olan insan duası müstecap, yani kabul olan.
And the person who attains the secret of that greatest of all names of Allah Almighty will have their prayers answered and accepted.
Duadır. Onu da tabi Allah kime izin verdiyse ona herkese nasip olmuyor.
Naturally, this divine name of Allah Almighty, the greatest of all names, is only granted to those whom Allah Almighty permits. It is not bestowed upon everyone.
O olan da gizlidir tabi. O da herkes bilmez kimde ismi azam var diye.
And those who possess the Ism al-Azam, the greatest of all names of Allah Almighty, remain hidden. Of course, because not everyone knows who holds the greatest name.
Onun en büyük isim diyor. Yani azam diye en büyük olan ismi azam o saklıdır.
And as the term Azam suggests, the greatest name, it is the greatest of all divine names. It is kept concealed.
Onun bereketi, hususiyeti Allah Azze ve Celle bazı insanlara nasip etti.
Allah Almighty has granted the blessings and special qualities of the divine names to certain individuals.
Onlar da tabi Allah'ın rızasının dışında olmaz.
And of course, those individuals never act outside of Allah Almighty's pleasure.
Yani o ismi azamı taşıyan insan onun hakkını vermiş olur.
The person who carries the greatest of all divine names fulfills its true purpose.
Tabi bazen onu kötüye kullanan olmuştur eskiden.
However, in the past, there have been those who misused it.
O da Allah'ın gazabını dünyada da çekti, ahirette daha fazla çekecek.
And a person who has been entrusted with the Ism al-Azam, the greatest of all divine names, and who misuses that, will draw Allah Almighty's wrath both in this world as well as in the hereafter. And he will suffer even more in the hereafter.
O Ben İsrail'in o meşhur hikayesi, onu şeytan kandırır.
And there's a famous story from the children of Israel where a man was deceived by shaitan.
Kafir krala hizmet eder. Allah ona da lanetini indirir.
And that man ended up serving a disbelieving king. And as a result, he drew Allah Almighty's wrath and curse upon him.
Gazabını indirir. Pişman olur ama
And in the end, he will regret, and
pişmanlığa fayda etmez onu.
and his remorse in the end, however, was of no use.
Allah muhafaza etsin şerlerden.
May Allah Almighty protect us from all evil.
Bu isimleri kalbimizde, o sıfatlardan bize, insanlığa yakışan olanı da bize nasip etsin.
May Allah Almighty plant these divine names, His divine names, into our hearts. And may Allah Almighty grant us the attributes that are befitting of human beings.
İnşallah. Öteki isimlerde Allah'ın bereketi üzerimize olsun.
And those names that are only reserved to Allah Almighty, may Allah Almighty grant His blessings through them.
O kendisine mahsus olan isimlerin bereketleri hepimiz üzerine olsun. İnşallah.
May the blessings of the names that are exclusive to Him, Allah Almighty, be upon all of us, inshallah.
Ve minallah tevfik. El Fatiha.